Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, we've got some breaking information just in the last hour now. A little better detail of what's going on with that meeting between Kim Jong-un and President Xi Jinping of China. China is saying that North Korea's Kim Jong-un pledged a commitment to denuclearization. Matter of fact, according to Reuters reports, North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un pledged his commitment to denuclearization to meet U.S. officials, China said on Wednesday, and that his meeting today, they had the meeting yesterday, and the meeting with President Xi Jinping yesterday promised China and would uphold the friendship with its isolated neighbor. This is exactly what I was telling you guys last night. This is exactly what Kim Jong-un wants to know. If he lays down his arms, China, do you have my back? And I'm willing to do a deal, but I got to have a lot of cash to keep. And, I got to know that they're not going to come in there and assassinate me or take me out. And I want to, I don't want to get bombed. This Trump guy sounds like he's going to blow up all my nuclear facilities, blow everything up. I don't want that. So this was the deal. So Kim Jong-un goes in there and brings his wife with him, and that's part protection too, is to bring your wife and say, look, I'm coming, I'm bringing my wife, I'm trusting you. Okay, so you have to understand the body English in that and how that's postured. And so that went real well. Apparently the Chinese people have welcomed Kim Jong-un's wife and him with open arms, and that President Xi Jinping has made this commitment and promise to North Korea, we're with you, make the deal with the Americans. So after 2 days of speculation, China and North Korea both have confirmed that Kim Jong-un did travel to Beijing on that secret train. We've seen the pictures now. Not only the pictures, we've seen the video of their meetings with their wives. And so we know this happened. Now, and that Kim Jong-un was actually there from Sunday till today. He left early this morning. The visit was Kim's first known trip outside of North Korea since he became the little dictator there, I should say. Honestly, he's been the dictator since 2011. He wasn't elected, believe me. And trust me, he has murdered a lot of his own civilians, including his own uncle, cousins, his aunt, and half-brother. This is not a guy you can trust, okay? But he is a guy you have to deal with, because it'd be better to deal with him than to go to nuclear war. I mean, are you serious? So now get this. U.S. President Donald Trump, though, continues the art of the deal, and that is you offer an olive branch, but the hammer's right here. And they got to know you're willing to use the hammer. And that's the Trump negotiation style. I know I read his book, Art of the Deal, back in the 90s. This is how he's always dealt with business, and he doesn't treat this any different. Matter of fact, U.S. President Trump wrote on Twitter today, we have received a message from China's President Xi Jinping last night, and his meeting with Kim went very well, and that Kim looked forward to meeting the U.S. president. Quote, look forward to our meeting, Trump wrote, while adding, in the meantime, and unfortunately, maximum sanctions and pressure must be maintained at all costs. In other words, we're not going to let him out of the stranglehold we got him in. And I'm glad he wants to meet. I'm glad he's willing to work with us. But until a deal is done, I will continue to keep the pressure on. And now what we understand is White House spokesman Sarah Sanders Huckabee said that China, North Korea talks and Kim Jong-un's decision to travel outside of his country were a very positive sign. The U.S.-led pressure campaign to force North Korea to abandon its nuclear weapons had been working. We're going to be cautiously optimistic, she told the reporters. For years, through many administrations, everyone said that peace and denuclearization of North Korea Peninsula was not even a small possibility. That's because nobody was willing to put it on the line, okay? No one was willing to be called a madman, because that's what you remember what the media have done. They've said Trump is crazy, he's an idiot, he's a loose cannon, he's a madman, he'll blow, he's going to cause World War III. No, he's not. He's going to prevent it from ever happening, at least out of South Asia. Okay, you got to understand. This shows you that's why you got to find out who's the real adult in the room, and if you've ever done any negotiating in your life, you would understand. And listen, when you're dealing with the devil, there's not a lot of room to negotiate. You have to demand. You have to demand that they come to the table, okay? That's just how it works. I'm just sorry, as a pastor, I've been dealing with demon spirits and opposition against the gospel for 33 years. I know there's no compromise with them. I do not negotiate with the devil. In the name of Jesus, I tell him exactly how it's going to work. That's how it works. You have to get there, folks, as a Christian. You have to get there. Let me just tell you where we're at here. For years, though, many administrations thought it wasn't possible, okay? And that everyone said peace and denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula was not even a small possibility. But Trump tweeted today, now there's a good chance that Kim Jong-un will do what is right for his people and for humanity. Earlier this month, Trump, who was exchanged threats with Kim Jong-un in the past year, surprised the world by agreeing to meet with him. Well, why would it surprise the world? The whole time he was exchanging tweets, he was building a military surrounding him. He was negotiating. He was building coalitions. He went to all the countries all around him. He was tightening the noose the whole time, and not backing down in his rhetoric. Okay, he was sending a message to Kim Jong-un. There's a new sheriff in town. If you don't believe me, you just keep testing me. I'll send in assassin teams. I'll take you out. You believe me, I'll blow you away. And Trump stood right there at the United Nations last September and said, look, we will destroy North Korea. And he meant it. And you have to get that way if you're ever going to get their attention. And it worked. Now, earlier, we know that North Korea's officials, media has made no mention, of course, of Kim Jong-un's pledge to denuclearize or anticipate a meeting with Trump, which is planned in May, because we know that in April, Kim Jong-un has now agreed to meet with South Korean President Moon. Okay, China's foreign ministry cited Kim Jong-un in a lengthy statement and saying the situation on the Korean Peninsula was starting to improve because North Korea has taken the initiative to ease the tensions and put forward proposals for talks. So look, we got to let this guy be a hero, okay? In the end, Trump's going to prop him up. China's going to prop him up. Everybody's going to prop him up because at the end of the day, it's better for humanity that we don't have World War III starting in South Asia. No, we don't trust them, even after a deal is signed. But we will continue to monitor them, and we will put in place in this deal the ability to do that. What you better hope is the next president of the United States keeps the hammer down and don't get weak like the past three, at least, administrations we've had failed to stand strong. So, and even before that, look, this should have never gotten to this point, folks. It really shouldn't have. So pray for peace. Pray for peace. Okay? Peace by strength is actually a very good doctrine. And so we'll talk about this more tonight. I'll be live tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. I just wanted to get this information to you right away. This is very good news. Very good news. I'm very, very thankful. But keep the pressure on until the deal is done, and then keep the pressure on. Okay? God bless everyone. I'll see you guys tonight. Are you saved? All right? And when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction, you need to stay awake. We're in these last days. Are you serious? Are you saved? Jesus is the answer. Really, folks, there will never be peace. Let me just say this. There will never be real world peace until the Prince of Peace, till he comes.